Hey everybody, Sam with Nexus Workshop here, and we are looking at the Nexus Ultimate Prop Controller. Today we're looking at one of the most exciting things about it, the Prop Wizard. So this is something that a lot of you have been very much looking forward to. We've had a whole bunch of videos going into a whole bunch of depth about all the different ways that you can connect things up and really dig in and get going and build out these incredibly powerful props with a lot of flexibility. And sometimes you just don't need that. Sometimes you have a little prop where you need something to just do a thing quick. And that's what this is going to be about. So here I have a prop controller that I've just spun up. It is reset now. So all I'm going to do is I've got my name. I am going to skip my password. You've seen me do this before, but you've never seen me click this button, and that is the Prop Wizard. So another note is these presets button right here. This is going to be where you find those full config presets that I've been doing in some of these videos, particularly my advanced buttons game, but we'll have more coming out as we go. In there, you're going to find those complete presets you can just load up and take what I made on that video and look at it. But what we're going to do today is the Prop Wizard. So I'm going to click into that. And it is going to give me these options of which game do you want. You're going to see this list expand out quite a bit. And if you have any requests for a game that you want to see us put on here, certain behaviors, things like that, let us know. But here are the basic ones that we have at the moment. I'm going to go with this simple button game. I want buttons where I push them in the right order and it opens the thing. So I'm going to go a simple button game. Next, it's going to ask me how many buttons I want. I'm going to tell it I want 6 buttons. It asks me if it's always armed. If I leave that, then there is only an armed state and a solved state. If I uncheck it, then it also gives me an off, where it's not looking for inputs. And I can choose multiple stages. So by default, it's one code, I enter it, and it solves. I can do multiple stages where I would say, hey, there's 3 different codes. They enter code 1, then code 2, then code 3. But I'm going to leave that as just one stage, so leave that unchecked. And then I have the option on reset. Does it immediately reset itself? Does it have a button that resets it, which would add a specific button for it? Do I reset it over the network from the operator page, or I could also do that from an integration? Or is there a timer? I'm going to go timer, and by default, it's going to say 30 seconds. So right now, it's going to solve, and then 30 seconds later, it's going to reset itself and go again. I'm going to hit next. It asks me, what type of feedback do we want to give? You're going to see this expand out soon, but right now I'm going to say, yes, I have pixels connected, so I want feedback on it, and it asks me how many I have. And it asks me, what's my output? Do I have a latch, a maglock, or a linear actuator? I'm going to say I have a latch, nice and easy. And then it asks if I want to add any integrations right off the bat. I don't need to right now, so I'm just going to click Apply. Now, as soon as I do that, it's going to immediately start rebooting. And that is because it is applying all of that I/O and all those other things. So as soon as it's done with that, it's going to pop back up, and it's going to take me straight to the pinout page as soon as it reboots. So it is applying. Here we go. Now it's refreshed the page automatically, and there we are. There's my pinout. So I told it I have codes. Here we go. Now it's telling me, great, this is how you want to do this. I can take this. I can print it. Another thing I haven't shown anywhere else is this view wiring button. Now hang on. It is not perfect. It is not beautiful. But it does give me a functional diagram that is automatically generated and looks at what I have. So it can be a really great start. Bear with me. I know it's not pretty, but you can either take an ugly one or not have one. So like I said, here we go. I can print this from here, take that over to the desk, build up my prop. And then I can also come in here and do whatever I want to it. So I could take this now that I've built it out and I can keep going. It has built it the same way I would have built it the same way you've seen me build them on these videos. The only thing I need to do for my config is I'm going to come over here to behavior and I need to choose what the code is. By default, it said the code is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But I'm going to come in here and I'm going to say my code is 2214. And now it has set that up for my input sequence. Everything else is already handled for me. So I've got my states, I've got my action triggers that are making the code work. I have my code, I have everything else set up. I'm ready to go. And it's going to pop that latch with a flash mode right when I go.